Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Swissman15 with another free-for-all. Predictable. But yeah, another free-for-all. It's me playing a Spain pixelated Apollo, who's playing Milan. We're actually in a little call job while we're doing this, and I was telling him how much I was going to kill him. Right over here we have France played by Pepsi Pioneer. So, interesting name. And then over here in England we have Emperor of the Great Unknown. Good friend and player. He is playing as England. I don't know if I mentioned that. So I'm going to go over quick army comps. I have 4 units of Pavese crossbowmen. Behind that, as my infantry, I have 4 units of chivalric knights, 2 units of conquistadors, and 3 units of dismounted field knights, all immersed in each other. Behind that, I have 2 units of Knights of Santiago on the flanks, and then 4 units of chivalric knights with armor and attack upgrades. And then behind that, I have my General's Bodyguard with armor and attack upgrades. Over with Apollo, who's going to face me right away, as you can see, because we're facing each other. He has 4 units of Genoese crossbow militia and 1 unit of Genoese crossbowmen. He has 2 units of pike militia with probably gold armor upgrades, it looks like. Over on this flank, he has 1 unit of Knights Templar with armor and attack upgrades. The rest of his cav, he has 4 units of Knights Templar with 2 armor upgrades, and behind that, he has his General's Bodyguard with an armor upgrade. The rest of his infantry is 4 units of dismounted field knights with armor upgrades, and 3 units of dismounted broken lances with armor upgrades. Maybe attack, I can't be sure. I can't look at the swords well. Then over here at Pepsi Pioneer, he has a unit of dismounted noble knights, then feudal knights, and then more noble knights on the side, and feudal knights on the other side. He's got 3 units of aventuriers in the middle, in these little loose lines. Immersed with some chivalric knights. Do they have attack? No, they don't. Got more feudal knights, some voltige, and then more chivalric knights in the back. So that's his army. Over by England, he has 3 units of demi lancers with armor and attack upgrades. He's got dismounted field knights with armor upgrades. He's got armored swordsmen and English knights, all dismounted English knights, all there. Over here, he has English knights, mounted ones, with armor and attack upgrades minimum, and then he also has his general with armor and attack upgrades. Now he Emperor Great Unknown, I don't know how their fate is. I just know that it wasn't much of a contest, so we're just going to pay mostly attention to my battle with Apollo. So let's get that started. Drinks. So I set up my Pavese crossbowmen, so I'm just going to fast forward a bit. You can see England's rushing over. Well, you can probably get the beginning of this fight. He's got his cav running over. Very nice. No flags anymore. They look majestic as hell. Just went to see their axes. And you got some cav fighting over here. I feel like I have to sneeze, oh god. Originally he was moving over my way. Oh no! Oh, now I'm gonna sneeze. That was what I was trying to say. That worked out well. Epic sneeze by Swissman. Epic commentary with epic sneezing. I'm chasing my Pavese after his army, trying to get them in range, while Apollo's pulling back because he doesn't want to fight me up this hill of doom and despair. So he chickens out pretty much, and I can't blame him. I sent up some Knights of Santiago because it was like a cheap cav unit for me, no upgrades and all, and I want to use it to like get some kills and harass and slow him down so I can get in range. I have all my Pavese ready to fire. Probably I was concentrating on these Knights Templar, but we get some charging, gliding cav over here. As you can see, they out-armor my men very much, but you can see all this crossbow fire coming in and slaughtering just a bunch of cav. It's 31 to 30, so it's pretty even. So I'm taking out quality cav with unupgraded, similar cav, but not quite as good. But he's down to 22 half his unit, and I still have 24. So, all the way down to 15. So that was definitely a good win for me. Take out a good strong unit, weaken his cav, and outnumber his cav later on. If we look over at England, he seems to have massacred the French cav and just it's a mess. The Aventurers are fighting off his general's bodyguard and English knights. I won't even have it. It's a massacre, really. See, what France shouldn't have done is done this weird formation. When you wrap your infantry to protect archers, you're just going to take more casualties than you're going to get. It's just not worth it. You have to fight archers with archers, not infantry with archers, and just let them take a beating. So that was his mistake. Hopefully he'll learn better for next time. We're all learning, so no hate on people. He might be new, he might not. I mean, it's all a matter of stuff. No need to hate on people, because there's a lot of noob hatred, and I don't appreciate it. Because I'm such a noob. That's a lie, I win all the time. Grr. So I sent out the Knights Santiago unit again, because they are my get stuff done unit, apparently. They're cheap, and I don't mind losing them, really. And so he sends back his Knights Templar. It's like a reunion. Well, I can sneeze now. But you can see a bunch of shots taking down these Genoese crossbowmen. The good unit, too. Ooh. But he has this hill now, which I don't like because he can outshoot my crossbows rather easily. So I'm rushing up my archers so that I can get in range. And there goes the French general, slain by some demi-lancers. Demi-lancers for the win. And I have some Knights of Santiago over here, going in here. I saw Apollo was trying to hide some units in these trees, so I was sending some units to go take care of them. But then, Apollo, the sneaky little snide guy, he sends in some Knights Hospitaller straight into my Pavis, getting off a great charge. What's that? All the way down to almost half the unit slain by a single charge, and he is only taking a few casualties to archer fire. 10 cav. And I sent up my Knights Santiago to try and counter, but it was too late. They were too slow. Too damn slow. But right now we're just skirmishing with archers. He's taking quite a lot of hits with from my crossbows. But he has this nice position on the hill there. And it does not favor me at all, really. And you can see my Pavis just decided that walking forward would be a good idea, so I decided that I'm just going to rush everything. So I sent in my infantry, I split up my cav. I have some cav going over this way to combat his, but for some reason he sends his cav this way, which I didn't know. Maybe he likes trees. And I'm sending my other cav along, and it's just me rushing. Just all I can do. Even my Pavis, commit them really close up, take the archer fire. Let's see, I go for some charges. Hopefully they're good. Come on, right here. No. I'll just majestically walk into them as a cav unit. And I have all the rest of my cav going around here to flank. And then my infantry rush in. Really well timed, it seems. Everything's arriving at the same time. Got some cav going in here, taking out the going into the flanks. And then we just have this mass engagement on this hill. I have cav going up, cav flanking around. It's just a mess of cav, really. He does well to take out this unit of feudal knights, probably with a charge. They're not happy, but apparently they're going to fight anyway. I'm trying to use my crossbows. These guys just can't make up their minds whether they want to fight or not. Some routing crossbows. Getting some good shots over here. I have more cav flanking all the way around. I wanted to avoid his pikemen that he had right there. In a semi-pike wall, because full pike walls are too mainstream. Then I have some flanking cav over at his cav, trying to get as many kills as I can. Infantry fighting it, and a rout, which was nice. He had some feudal knights that routed over there. And right now he's a little bunched here, and he's not really fluid, and I have this infantry that I can use to flank around. We have some more fighting over here, more rear charging cav, taking out these pikemen, because they don't have their pikes anymore, and they're pretty much useless. We have more cav engaging, but another unit of pikemen to harass me. This one unit that's just so happy to shoot at everyone because they're safe. So it's just a mass infantry engagement. A lot of shaken by Apollo. He didn't bring the standard, which is probably a really bad choice. Come on, Apollo! I can't believe him. I really can't. Here is his general, 7 units left, and a really bloody guy he is. Look at him. I can't Slow down, man! Slow down! There he is. See, he's all bloody. I have my Knight Santiago, which ironically lasted longer than a lot of my other cav, without the upgrades. Probably because I don't use them for the important jobs like taking out the cav. Just colliding infantry. And this side is getting thinned out really well. He's just taking out my crossbows at this point, with one unit of Knights Hospitaller in the middle of everything. Here's where the bulk of my infantry is, with one unit of Pavis. I have some cav breaking through, trying to get just that one route, going here, and I decide not to charge, and then I charge anyway, because that's what cav does. I have a unit of cav over there just chilling, chillaxing. He breaks through with this unit, and I actually tell him while we're fighting that well, not that it broke through, but I noticed that it's just sitting around here afterward. I'm just like, Apollo, you have a unit, so he can end up using it to flank me, which was probably my own fault. But that wasn't the best idea. But I have some breaking up here. I'm starting to take out these units. I took out his cav, pretty much, besides his general. And his general just didn't want to die, which was annoying as hell. But the majority of his infantry is pretty much dead. He's got some broken lances still fighting on the main lines, and some dismounted feudal knights, and this unit of feudal knights just, you know, chilling. I got my general's bodyguard doing work, taking out these units. I have pretty much most of the infantry that survived, ironically, took the majority of the hill. Then over here, I'm just charging from behind, trying to get a route, which just doesn't come from these Milanese hardballers. And this is when I told him that he had his infantry, and he's like, okay, I'll use them. But I was concentrating my crossbows on them, so I got a few good hits on him. But he does flank my Pavis, which are out instantaneously. Cowards. But then I have another charge right here onto these broken lances. I'm trying to get some kills. His general's right there, still alive, because dying is not one of his things. He actually starts breaking this infantry line, but I wrap around here so that it's an even fight. And then we got some more routing from Apollo, and at this point it's pretty much in my favor, the fight. We just have cav engaging, well, my cav engaging his infantry and archers, which are all fighting to the death. He's got some of his leftover cav, but not much to really retaliate. And then right here I got a charge into these returned field knights who routed, or something. Not the greatest of charges, but there we go. They just fly up in the air because that cav charge glitched a bit, but they run away. And after all, it's just Apollo's routing. But well, the amazing thing was, I think this unit comes back last minute, and he actually will use it to help me. So then you see off in the ominous distance, we have a giant English army ready to come and ruin my life. My mouth is getting dry. So, see, there's a unit, it's come back. He has so much cav, and if you look at my army, I have, like, barely any infantry, 2 units of crossbows, and then a modest amount of cav. Some Chivalric Knights, 12 of them. Knights of Santiago, 25. 7 more Chivalric Knights. And then, like, 13 General's Bodyguard, which isn't too bad. But it's nothing compared to what he has. Apollo was trying to desperately get his feudal knights out of the area. Because, oh, what I forgot to mention is that England brought a huge rush army. It's just, forget archers, he's balling through with the infantry. So, he has enough rush army, and he has cav everywhere. Demi-lancers already, English knights, and I have a dead army. Army that doesn't want to be there, really. A Shikamaru army. So, like, let's see. 13, 24 tired, exhausted infantry. Because, yeah, they're pretty beat up. Needless to say. However, I have this one unit of Chivalric Knights that had 58. Thanks for doing all the work, guys. You guys probably got no kills. We'll find out. I'll check you. It's a unit of Chivalric Knights. We'll see. It might be them. So then he's just rushing up his infantry, and I have all my cav trying to respond to his, but I can't outmatch his cav. I just don't have the numbers on my side. And then he's got it going for more charges. He's wrapping around, taking out a lot of my Sheriff Knights with a single charge. Down to 4950. So I'm just like trying to get as many kills and act like I'm noble. Have my general charging into these Demi Lancers. He'll hold them off. But he goes also for my archers, they rout. It's just routing everywhere by me. My knights just don't even want to fight. No, just kill us, it's fine, really. And you just see that it's just like an entire mass rout. My general's the only one who has the guts to stay on. Fighting with the happiest that he can be. Killing these Demi Lancers like they're nobody. And yeah, but that's the end of me. Apollo's infantry unit probably just got run over with a single cav charge. Thanks, Apollo, you did so much help to me. And my epic sneeze that was preceding this. Oh, we have some feudal knights charging and not charging. So it's my general versus that. So you can see that the odds are in my favor. You got some Demi Lancers going. I have 7 General's Bodyguard left. And then I charge into these Englishmen. And I condemn my general to death. Because one thing he couldn't escape. But he's getting some stabs off. Killing some guys. Look at him. He's just slaying all the Demi Lancers. He didn't care for no Demi Lancer life. But he's getting stabbed by all the people. And this is why he dies. Well, I die. Thanks, Great Unknown. You killed me. You killed me. Well, good game. It was a good game. I have some conquistadors who returned, and they're alone here, fighting the conquistadors. Of course, they're the last things left, really. What else would you expect? But they're winded, and they're not happy, and there's a cav, and they have no chance, really. But anyway, I want you guys to like, subscribe, spread my channel, make me popular. Or just show me love, comment, say what you think about battle, tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what I'm doing right. I don't do anything wrong, guys. You can't tell me what I'm doing wrong. And they saw my conquistadors as a final touch to this video. So we'll just stick around and wait for the end results. We'll just do that. Here we go. That was quick! I got the most kills with 885 and 214 captures, but Emperor Good Known getting 533, but 565 captures. That's insane. Big City Apollo doing really well as a defender, 674. That's a lot higher than average. Pepsi Pioneer, probably not his best game ever, only 217. But you know, we all have bad games. We all learn from them. Live and let live. Amazingly, my Knights of Santiago are getting 100 kills, because I use them on the cheap units, which makes sense. Other brothers of mine getting like 75. I waste my cav on other cav usually. The 1 or 2 that survive, they get the rest of the kills. Getting a lot of captures though. 48 captures, all those. Let's see, infantry wise, Dismounted Conquistador is getting 71, which is not too shabby. 64 by another. The rest of my infantry doing about nothing. Feudal Knights 10, 17, 13, 12, 35. My knights just couldn't hold up to Apollo's in infantry wise because he had so many armor upgrades, which is no surprise. But my cav pulled through and saved them. So yeah, good game. Do all that things that I told you before with the like and subscribing, and I will see you guys next time.